Good morning. It is the 19th of May, I believe. Still can't keep track. I think it's a Tuesday. Is it a Tuesday? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to be making another penny dress today. Where is it? That's this dress. I made one of these a few months ago in another fabric, and I want to make a second one. The other one was like a mustardy yellow with flowers, and I'll try and insert a photo here, but if I can't, there'll be photos somewhere on Instagram. I'll post the links below. So I'm going to make another one, and I'm going to be using some vintage fabric that I've had in my stash for a few years now. That came from John's aunt, I believe, years ago. So I'll show you what I've got. So this is the fabric I intend to use. It's really, really nice. I like this. It's like a fairly heavyweight cotton, and I'm going to be adapting this pattern in a similar way to what I did the last time. So I'm going to be doing this style, which is not the this got a lot more, it's got gathers, got a lot more fabric in the skirt of this. I'll be doing this one. I won't be doing the waist belt thingy that covers the button placket thing on the skirt, because I won't be putting that on. I'm going to have a side zip on the waist, like the last one I did. The front button placket I will make, but then I will be top stitching to sort of, sort of the cleavage area, which is what I did on the last one too. Like no sleeves, the same as this. The length will, I don't know what the length will be, but I'll make it so it's sort of just above knee height. And yeah, the last time I lined the other one I made, it was a thinner cotton anyway, but I actually lined it with a brush cotton to make it quite a cosy dress. But this one doesn't need lining. This is going to be more of a summer one, or summer into autumn. So I'm going to crack on, get these pieces cut out, which always seems like more time than the actual making does. So looking at my instructions and what pieces I need, I'm pretty much going to be cutting out the same pieces as last time. So front bodice, back yoke, and I need to do 2 back yokes, one for the outside and one for the inside. So one of them I'm going to do in my dress fabric, and the inside back yoke I'm just going to do in this plain fabric, because you're not going to see it on the inside anyway. Collar, the pieces for the collar, I will need to do the armhole facings this time. I didn't last time because the way I lined the dress, the inside and the outside were stitched together at the armhole anyway, so it didn't need facing. So I'm going to have to cut those. Front skirt and back skirts, they will actually, if possible, I will cut those on the fold. If not, and I have to piece it, that's fine. But because I'm not putting the button fastener at the front of the skirt, I can just ignore that and cut this on the fold if I've got a big enough section of fabric. And the pockets on this dress are the side seam pockets. They're in here. I don't like side seam pockets. Whenever I carry something in, they just make it hang funny. So like last time, I'll be putting cut out pockets on the front of the dress, and I will use, again, I'll just use some of this for the bit in the pocket that you won't see, and just the dressmaking fabric where you will see it. So I've got those to cut out and try and remember how to do those, so I'll have to look those up again. And I don't need, I'll need the placket rather, front placket, so better get these pieces cut out. And then I need my interfacing cutting out for, I can't think what the interfacing goes on. I need interfacing for the back yoke, interfacing for the collar pieces as well. Okay, so I've got my pattern pieces all cut out. And I've got a zip to put inside. My interface pieces are all ironed onto the respective pieces of fabric, although I run out of interfacing, so it's had to be a little bit patched in place. I suppose it's not too bad. And my armhole facing, which I forgot to cut out, which I have done now, I'm not going to be able to interface the facing pieces of the fabric for that because I don't have enough interfacing left, but it doesn't really matter. So first up, we've got the bodice section to put together, to piece together. So I've got the front, the button section. Is it placket facing? I can't remember. Anyway, I've got that bit to fold and stitch. I've got darts to put in on the front of the bodice. I've got darts for the back of the bodice, which is there. This is the yoke at the back that needs to be attached to the lower back, and I need to attach the inside and the outside of the yoke together. Then I've got the skirt to do, I've got the pocket sections to do, I've got the lining fabric, the back of the pocket, and those need to be attached to the skirt, and I need to cut out this bit on the skirt pieces as well. I haven't done that yet. And then I can attach the pockets to the skirt pieces before I start putting the skirt together. And what's to do after that? I think those are the first bits. Then we've got the collar to do and the armhole facings as well. So. So most of the bodices attached to each other now. I'm going to do a bit of brain twisting, kind of weird sewing now to get it to work. So these are the front pieces and they're attached to the back of the yoke at the shoulders. I've got to roll these in. This confused me completely the first time I did this. Roll them over like that, and this one, so that I can see the shoulder seams, because what I need is the right side of the inner yoke attaching to the right side of the outer yoke, but it has to attach like that with all the extra pieces rolled up inside. So I've got to attach them together at both shoulders and then pull all that fabric from the side through, and it'll all turn magically the right way out. On to the skirt section. I've got my skirt piece here, this is the front, and my pocket lining here. I'm going to have to cut out this shape here on the skirt panels, which I haven't done yet. That'll be where you put your hand into the pocket. I have somewhere around here the back pieces of the pocket. That will be behind this liner, behind where that gap is. So I've got to construct these pockets next before I start side seaming the skirt and attaching the skirt to the bottom. Okay, now I've got my pockets done. I need to attach the front of the skirt to the back of the skirt at the side seams, but I've got to take into account that I'm going to be putting in a side zip, so I need to figure out where that's going, and I will only stitch part way so that I can install the zip afterwards once the bodice and the skirt are attached together. So I'll sew from probably around about here. I'll have to double check on the length of the bodice. Once I've attached the side seams of the skirt, I'm going to attach the sides of the bodice as well. Again, I'm going to have to take into account where the zip is going to go, so I'll only sew a little bit at the top initially and the full side at the other side, and then I will come in once I've attached the bodice and the skirt together. I will put the zip in and then finish off the side seams where they haven't yet been attached.